Sorry again, y'all. Here we go. This is Numbers 16, finishing verse 40. As a reminder to the sons of Israel that no layman who is not of the descendants of Aaron should come near to burn incense before Yahweh, that he might not become like Korah and his company, just as Yahweh had spoken to him through Moses. But on the next day, all the congregation of the sons of Israel grumbled against Moses and Aaron, saying, "You are the ones who have caused the death of Yahweh's people." So we remember, though, that Moses loved Israel. He killed to help somebody who was being tormented by a slave driver of his people. People who were enslaving his people. He could not stand for them. And he paid for that action. And he was, I'm sure, wondering whether there would be anything left, whether Yahweh would bring him to lead his beloved people Israel. This is Moses' beloved people Israel, not only Yahweh's, but both of their love has accomplished even this far into his history now, into Moses' life. So what does he receive after showing Israel the glory of God, the salvation of God, the rescue of Yahweh? After being the one through whom they could see that, all of this still happens, so we'll see. It came about, however, when the congregation had assembled against Moses and Aaron, that they turned toward the tent of meeting, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of Yahweh appeared. Then Moses and Aaron came to the front of the tent of meeting, and Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, "Get away from among this congregation, that I may consume them instantly." Then they fell on their faces. Moses said to Aaron, "Take your censer and put it in fire from the altar, and lay incense. Then bring it quickly to the congregation and make atonement for them, for wrath has gone forth from Yahweh, the plague has begun." Then Aaron took as Moses had spoken, and ran into the midst of the assembly, for behold, the plague had begun among the people. So he put the incense and made atonement for the people. He took his stand between the dead and the living, so that the plague was checked. But those who died by the plague were 14,700, besides those who died on account of Korah. Then Aaron returned to Moses at the doorway of the tent of meeting, for the plague had been checked. And that's the last verse of Numbers 16. So from all this that you see, what is it to descend alive into Sheol? Would death have been better? Would death have been better? Think on these things, because this is the word of God. We have infinite words that God could have given us, but these were they. And if you want to understand him, read them. So please heed them. Don't ignore them. Help them be embedded in yourself, that you may have some fruit from them, that it's not just black and white on a page. So just like I'm thinking, think, what is all this for? Do these people have to die that way? Do some people get to not die, but have an even worse fate? Some might ask, is Sheol such a place as the center of the earth? Is that where they went? Or is it a spiritual place as well? Well, are we spirit and are we body? Yes, for both. And in the description again, I'm adding all the references in the descriptions, but you can see what other things that this brings to mind for me. And please also, I'd love to hear what, well, this is not a happy one, but I'm interested in hearing what you learned from this, what you gleaned from it, because I have not gleaned all that can be gleaned from it, no matter how hard I try, no matter what I see, no matter what I ask. We need your minds, we need your lives to bear this as well. And I was just thinking again, this brought to mind, so who can enter in? We all make that mistake. We all grumble. We all think, why can't the ones I love and the ones I favor have what I have, or have what others have that is good? Why can't we or they? And they just ask, maybe pompously, maybe presumptuously, but this is what happens, and we can feel it. We feel it in our bodies today. So the answer to who then can enter, Christ himself answered that. With man, this is impossible, but with God, everything is possible. All things are possible. Parade theo panta dunata. Everything is able. Amen. So believe on this one, if you will. It's not easy. It's not a cupcake. But if you see and learn, you'll understand, as I've just told a friend, a beloved of mine, that the one you seek, you'll never find anyone better than Yahweh, and Yahweh is salvation, and his Spirit, whom he gives us to help understand. The Spirit of the Father and the Son. Thank you all so much. Please tell me what you see. And God be with you and all whom you love, to decide for yourselves what life is, what kind of life you will live, and whether the death that is surely coming, whether you can present yourself well after it, or whether you're going to neglect your life. Please don't. I'll see y'all again.